and welcome back to part 2 of the ad-libs game. I am currently in the process of playing word games, particularly ad-libs or ad-libs games, which in Australia we didn't, well, I in particular didn't play much as a child. It was mostly fill in the blanks, which is where you're given all the words first and you just have to put in whatever makes sense. So it's mostly factual when you do that. The ad-libs game I've never actually played, not that I can recall anyway. In part 1, I've done it at younger age levels, one targeted to ages 5 to 8 and one targeted at ages 9 to 12. The one that I'm going to do for this part 2, or actually there's 2 that I'm going to do for part 2, they're targeted at adults, specifically dating couples. Basically what you're supposed to do is both couples are given a copy and they face back to back with each other, they fill in theirs and then read it out to each other. And apparently it's supposed to be a dating game. So it sounds like one of those dating games that you do at, like, you know, functions where it's like the speed dating things or whatever, or like those auctions or whatever that you see on movies. So I don't know if they ever actually do that. So yeah, I mean, we'll see how this goes. I'm going to attempt to make it as not inappropriate as possible. Obviously I haven't got a secondary person here, and this is for YouTube, so anyway, let me know if you would actually do one of these games with your partner, if you have a partner, or if you would do a game like this while you were dating, because I did get these for free, so the link's in the description below if you would like to have a look or do one yourself or with your partner. Yeah, so here we go. Alright, so helpfully I'm going to attempt not to read the stories first and just do the adjectives, verbs, whatever first. Okay, verb ending in ing. I'm laughing because now I'm not trying to think of, I haven't read the story yet, but or the thing yet, so I'm trying to think of a word that you won't connotate with inappropriate or dirty. It's not going well. Let's see, verb ending in ing, running. I'll use that for the other one, but it's the safest one I can currently think of. Noun, park. Clothing, socks. Verb, make. Is make a verb? Anyway, we'll see how it works. Body part, knee. Adjective, cold. Noun, beach. Verb, jump. Body part, noise. Hog. Adjective. Still haven't read the story, but now I'm imagining how a noise fits into said story. Adjective. Is floral an adjective? We'll go with floral and see if it works. Noun. Rose. As in flower. Adjective. 2 more adjectives. Probably all these long clauses I will cut out. Dented, streaky. Pet name, Schnockums. Alright, before we do the other one, we'll do this one. So the first one is called How to Turn on a Man. So we'll see how this goes. Turning on a man is easy as running. A park. Really, you barely need any help at all. Simply take off your socks and make it around right in front of his knee. by now things are likely getting cold. Yes. Turn up the heat using a beach to jump his ear. You'll know how much he likes it by the honk. I was right. How the sound fits in there is funny. By the honk he makes. If things get too floral, don't be afraid to use a rose to get him right where you want him. Normally he may be a dented man, but tonight he is your streaky schnockums. Gosh, the poor woman and man in that story. Poor man and man, whoever the person is. Alright, so all together, how to turn on a man. Turning on a man is easy as running a park. Really, you barely need any help at all. Simply take off your socks and make it around right in front of his knee. By now, things are likely getting cold. Turn up the heat by using a beach to jump his ear. You'll know how much he likes it by the honk he makes. If things get too floral, don't be afraid to use a rose to get him right where you want him. Normally he may be a dented man, but tonight he is your streaky schnockums. Alright, I enjoyed that one. Alright. Alright, a wild night is the second one. A body part, elbow. Colour, yellow. Adjective, blurry. Adjective again, floppy. Noun, table. Body part, shoulder. Adjective, smooth. Verb ending in ing, making. Noun, chair, because we had table earlier. Body part, thumb. Noise, ed. Two noises ending in ed. Honked, because that was funny. Honked and blared, like it's a siren. Animal plural. What's the one for vultures? Now I'll use the one for owls, parliament. I suppose animal plural would be owls. I'll leave parliament in there though, because I feel like that's going to be funnier. A location, a sewage treatment facility, an emotion, disgusted, because why wouldn't you be in a sewage treatment facility? Okay, this one is called a wild night. The moment you see a elbow turn yellow, you know it's going to be a blurry night. Let's rewind. Things start to get sloppy early on. She took a table and stuck it straight into his shoulder. Thank God it wasn't anywhere else. In as manly and smooth a way as he could, he matched her effort to keep the romance alive by hiking a giant chair up her thumb. Again, thank God. She honked while he blared. It was certainly uncharted territory. They seemed a bit like Parliament in a sewage treatment facility. They probably did. Luckily they both left the encounter feeling disgusted and ready to try again tomorrow night. Alright, A wild night. The moment you see a elbow turn yellow, you know it's going to be a blurry night. But let's rewind. Things started to get sloppy early on. She took a table and stuck it straight into his shoulder. In as manly and smooth a way as he could, he matched her effort to keep the romance alive by hiking a giant chair up her thumb. She honked while he blared. It was certainly uncharted territory. They seemed a bit like Parliament in a sewage treatment facility. Luckily, they both left the encounter feeling disgusted and ready to try again tomorrow night. Alright, so that was a little more fun to do the adult ones. But if you have any other suggestions as to word games that I could try for a video, perhaps you would like to compete against me or for me to read out one that you have done yourself, I am quite happy to have a look into doing those. So leave all your suggestions down in the comments. Let me know which one you think was the best of those that I did, whether in part 1 or part 2, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.